Today, we are diving into a fascinating topic that often confuses English learners: gerund and infinitives. By the end of this video, you'll all have a clearer and understanding of when and how to use these two important grammatical forms. First question you would get asked when you're teaching or when you get taught about gerund and infinitive: what is a gerund? Well, I have the answer for you, because a gerund is the ing form of a verb that functions as a noun in a sentence. Also, it looks like a verb because it ends in ing. It acts as a noun. This is an important point because we have also verbs that present continuous verbs that finish in ing, but here there is a gerund. Gerunds are versatile. It can be used in various grammatical structure, such as subject of a sentence, the object of a verb, or the object of a preposition. And mastering the use of gerund is key to enhance your English grammar skills, and as well some examples to show how it works. For instance, when a gerund serves as a subject of a sentence, it takes on the role, typically played by a noun, becoming the main focus of the sentence. An example of this sentence is swimming is good exercise. An example can be reading improves your knowledge. On the sentence, reading is a subject indicating what activity improves knowledge. Gerund can also function as the object of a verb, meaning they receive the action performed by the subject. An example can be I enjoy swimming. Swimming is a sub-object of the verb enjoy, describing the activity that is enjoyed. An example can be she dislikes running. Here, running serves as object of the verb, and dislike specifying what she dislikes. It can also act as an object of a preposition, because when a gerund follows a preposition, it acts as the object of that preposition, providing additional information about the action or the state described. One example can be they talked about going on vacation. Here, going is the object of the preposition, about explaining what they talked about. He is interested in learning new languages. Learning functions as the object of the preposition in, detailing what he is interested in. Gerund can be also found in compound sentences. It can be used in more complex sentences as well, especially when combined with other nouns or verbs. One example can be cycling and jogging are great ways to stay fit. Both cycling and jogging function as compound subjects. It can also found with possessive adjective, because possessive adjectives have the ability to modify gerunds, indicating who is performing the action of the gerund. Example can be I appreciate you helping me with the project. Here, helping is modified by your, showing who is performing the action. But after knowing all these rules, you might ask yourself, but why are they important? Why do we use them? Because understanding and using gerunds correctly can enhance your writing and speaking skills. That's why they're very important, because it also allow for more varied sentence structure and convey specific action in succinct way. Now, let's move to our second topic of our today's lesson: an infinitive. An infinitive is the base form of a verb, typically preceded by the word to. It can function as a noun, as an adverb, or an adjective in a sentence, adding flexibility and variety to your writing. For instance, in the sentence I want to eat, the phrase to eat is an infinitive. Infinitives help expressing action or states in a more general way, without specifying the subject or tense. Let's see some example using the infinitive, so we can see also the different uses of infinitive. When an infinitive function as the subject of a sentence, it often introduces an action or states that serve as the main focus. An example can be to travel is my dream. Here, to travel acts as the subject, highlighting the dream. And as example can be to learn is important. In this sentence, to learn is subject, emphasizing the importance of learning. Infinitives can also be found objects of a verb because they frequently used as the object of a verb describing what action is decided, attempted, or planned. An example can be she decided to leave. Here, to leave is the object of the verb and decided indicating what she decided to do. Can also act as an adjective because they describe a noun by providing additional information about what that noun is supposed to do or is needed for. An example can be I have a lot of work to do. To do modifies work, explaining what kind of work it is. And finally, we can see that we also see an infinitive acting as an adverb. When used as adverbs, infinitives describes what sometimes happens, providing a reason or a purpose for the action. Infinitive phrases can be more complex, including modifiers, objects, or complements that add detail to the main infinitive verb. To finish the project on time, we need to work effectively and efficiently. In some cases, infinitive appear without the word to, especially after certain verbs like make, let, and modal verbs like can, may, or should. We might ask ourselves as well for infinitive, why are they important? Well, they allow to clear and concise expression of purpose, goals, and reasons in English. They add versatility to sentence construction and enhance the ability to convey detailed information. One of the biggest challenges learners face is knowing when to use a gerund and when to use an infinitive. Some verbs are followed by gerunds, some by infinitives, and some can be followed by both, with a change in the meaning. Let's hear some examples to have a clear idea. I enjoy reading. Enjoy is followed by gerund to indicate an activity that gives pleasure. Or another one can be avoid. He avoids eating junk food. Avoid is followed by a gerund to show something that is deliberately not done. Another one can be she considered moving to a new city. Consider is followed by a gerund to reflect thinking about a potential action. Some of the verbs instead are typically followed by infinitives. So here are some common examples. She decided to leave early. Decided is followed by an infinitive to indicate a choice or resolution. We hope to visit you soon. Hope is followed by an infinitive to express a desired future action. Some other verbs instead can be followed by is, gerund, or an infinitive without significantly changing the meaning. Here are a few examples. Begin. He began learning Spanish, or he began to learn Spanish. Both forms indicate the start of an action without changing the meaning. Another example can be she continued to work late into the night. Both forms imply the persistence of an activity. Another example can be they hate cooking early in the morning. They hate to cook early in the morning. Both forms express the dislike of an activity. Like we saw before, some verbs can be followed either by gerund and infinitive without changing the meaning, right? But there are special cases where the meaning changes even though they are followed by both, and also everything depends on how where is placed the verb and how it's used. Let's have some few notable examples. Remember, using the gerund will be I remember meeting him last year. Here indicates a memory of a past events, but using infinitive would become remember to meet him tomorrow, a reminder to perform a future action. Another example can be using the gerund he stopped smoking. Here it shows that he quit the habit of smoking. While using an infinitive will be he stopped to smoke. He posted another activity to smoke. Now let's do some practice. I'll give a few sentences and I want you to decide whether to use a gerund or an infinitive. She needs to her shoes before entering the house. I'll give you a hint. The word of the verb that should be included is taking. So, will you write it in gerund form or to take in infinitive form? The answer is she needs to take off her shoes before entering the house. And as a second exercise, after many failures, he decided to start up his idea. The verb you have to choose which one to use, the gerund or in the infinitive. After many failures, he decided to give up his startup idea. That's all for today on gerunds and infinitive. I hope you found this video helpful and that it clears up some of the confusion around this topic. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to stay updated on our latest content. Share your sentence using gerunds and infinitive in the comments below. See you next time on this channel. Happy